Jennings has played 26 out of 30 minutes in this game. He is 12 for 19. He's knocked down 4 threes. Again, the matchup, Delfino and Smith. This time some help. Deep three by Johnson. Milwaukee ball.
Wow, has this game changed,
man? They're a basket or two away from Mike Woodson's blood pressure going up in a hurry.
Yeah, this is timeout right here.
Yeah.
No question. Timeout, 12-point game. Fear the deer, Dano. Here they come. Brandon Jennings has taken over an unbelievable first half with 20, but the third quarter has been all Brandon Jennings, and the Bucks have got themselves back in this thing, down 12 from the little fella, the lefty, knocking him down from everywhere. Fear the deer.
ESPN's presentation. Less than an hour from tip-off in Boston. And Miami's Dwayne Wade right there, the one guy that can really dominate a series, okay? Now, he's the former Finals MVP, taking on the Celtics next. Formerly made GQ's all-best dress team. Dan, I'm feeling those lapels. I think JB can rock something like those threads.
Meanwhile, back here in Atlanta, how this game has changed. Milwaukee was down 22 in the half. They're down 12 right now thanks to this guy, rookie Brandon Jennings. Say, does he remind you of anybody?
How about Tiny Archibald? 14 years this guy played. And in 1973, he led the NBA in scoring and assists. Incredible. That will never happen again. A member of the 50th anniversary team, but I do see a lot of similarities. The quickness, obviously the left hand, a lot of things to the basket, the little runners. But Tiny Archibald, one of the best the game's ever seen, and that will never happen again. Scoring leader and assist leader.
Numbers pretty similar other than the shooting percentage, and Jennings shot the ball much better in the first half of the year than the second half of the year. Never played anywhere near this many games, of course. Didn't go to college. Played sparingly in Italy last year in a professional league. Didn't get a lot of minutes. 82 games is just way more than he's accustomed to playing.
Yeah, I just think he wore down a little bit, but he still ran the club, and they were one of the hotter teams in the NBA in the last half of the season, and he had a lot to do with that despite the low scoring.
Williams is there. Well, Milwaukee played some good defense for a long time.
Absolutely.
Again, the offensive glass a problem.
Well, you see, that's getting Al Horford to go to his right shoulder, and that's scouting report. And when you get in these playoffs, you know everything about these guys. You know what they ate for the pregame meal. And you got to know, force Horford to the right. That time you saw an air ball, tough offensive rebound for Atlanta, unfortunately for Milwaukee.
Meanwhile, Salmons had to adjust into midair because of the presence of Horford. And it's Milwaukee ball, 7 to shoot.
I'd say find Jennings, maybe. Did he change shoes at the half?
Yes, he did.
I think he had
the red and black ones.
Red and black ones on, and now he's going to a low-cut pair of white shoes. Yeah. Must be the shoes, huh?
Not there for Delfino.
You know, that's happened all season long. Wide open jump shots. This team is one of the worst field goal percentage teams in the league. Wide open jump shots. Scott Skiles saying Luke Ridnour really the only guy that we felt good about taking wide open jump shots.
So Milwaukee is where they are more because of defense than offense. Crawford, no. Rebound Bucks.
Yeah, you hold people to 96 a game. You give yourself a chance. They only score 97. So you have to hold teams in the 90s, low 90s to give themselves a chance to win.
And again, playing without Andrew Bogut. Ba Moute. Everything but the finish. Thomas runs it down. A great effort from Kurt Thomas. A guy who didn't expect to be playing this many minutes. He's become a starter in the absence of Bogut. Jennings and Johnson. Johnson strips him.
Wow, great defense.
It's Crawford. What a sequence for Joe Johnson.
Well, that's big-time defense right there. Stay in front of this guy.
Well, Johnson kind of steam right now at Horford for not calling out that back screen by Thomas.
He got him again. How about this? Great shuffling of the feet. Cuts him off and comes from behind to grab the steal. Great play, Johnson. Then he doesn't give up on the play. Crawford up for the layup. He sticks around, misses a tip, stays with it, and gets another easy one.
Johnson with 16. All 5 starters for Atlanta in double figures. Jamal Crawford's got 9. Ilyasova on Smith now. And a defensive 3-second call on the Bucks.
You know, I think.
Or is it a foul?
It's a foul. We got a foul.
I'm sorry.
Bob Mute. But Joe Johnson, we talked about him being a quiet superstar. Right there is how he leads. Because he's not going to get in this guy's face and say anything. Hey, we had a 22-point lead. We should have put this game away. But he just came out and showed you. This is what we have to do, guys. Enough of this. Brandon Jennings, I got him. He's not scoring on me. As he just turns it over. I don't know what he said there.
Come on, Joe. Give my man JB some help here. He's trying to make you look good.
That's right. He's trying to make a play. But you understand what I mean. He leads by example. He came out, and that was a terrific defensive sequence.
Salmons will head to the line now for the Bucks. Salmons helping Chicago when he came over the trade deadline last year, helping Milwaukee coming over the trade deadline this year. Mickey Moore, Joe Alexander going the other way. A rare trade between division rivals.
Well, he really struggled at the start of this season.
Yeah.
He found his shot when he got to Milwaukee.
On the NBA calendar tomorrow on ABC, it's Game 1 between the Lakers and the Thunder. Coverage begins at 2:30 Eastern Time. Tomorrow on TNT, a tripleheader: Charlotte, Orlando, San Antonio at Dallas, then Portland, Phoenix, and NBA TV has a doubleheader on Tuesday night: Milwaukee, Atlanta, and then Portland, Phoenix. Let's talk about the Lakers and the Thunder. 1-8. The Lakers limping into the playoffs by their standards with some injuries. How healthy is Kobe Bryant? Vujacic out. Farmar banged up. Will Bynum be close to 100%? Kevin Durant and Oklahoma City. Can they put a scare into the Lakers?
In a word, no.
No?
No. I think Kobe, we're not going to know if Kobe's healthy or not. But he's going to play. And to me, the whole difference is the presence of Bynum. As Mo Evans places up an air ball 3-point shot. Bynum is the difference maker, not because of his numbers. Great look there by Jennings as Thomas lays in him. Not because of his numbers, but Lamar Odom moves to the bench. And that bench has really struggled because Lamar Odom hasn't been on it. And now once he goes back there, roles become redefined. And I think the Lakers are going to ratchet it up and be ready to play some good basketball.
Crawford, after going behind the back, fouled on the shot attempt. Scott Skiles in disbelief, but free throws coming for Crawford after the timeout. It's a 12-point game. Some life for the Bucks, led by Brandon Jennings here in the second half. Here in downtown Atlanta, 74-62, the Hawks over the Bucks. But Brandon Jennings more and more becoming the story. 30 points in his playoff debut. Well, they grow up so fast these days, these rookies. We saw Derrick Rose score with 36 in his playoff debut last year against Boston. Now Jennings having an incredible game.
Well, 4 for 4 from the three-point line. The rest of his team is 0 for 9 from the three-point line. John Salmons has gotten into the act a little bit. He struggled in the first half, and the Bucks are certainly making a game of it. But this guy right here, I can see why he had 55 and didn't even score in the first quarter in that 55-point game, because he is explosive and can get it going. It's a new season, right? I mean, he played unbelievable at the start of the season. This is a new season, so forget what happened after January 1st. He's right back on it.
Crawford with a pair. The lead back to 14. It was as high as 24. Salmons again. Driving on Marvin Williams. Great patience. What a move.
Yeah, you said it, Dan. Great patience. Didn't go up. If he goes up right away, that probably gets blocked by Marvin Williams. But he took his time, little head fake, and laid it up for the easy one.
Got a lot of old school in his game. Got a lot of tricks in his bag.
He does. Yes. Quiet, and boy, when he gets traded, he plays real well.
A free agent at the end of the year. If he does not pick up, he's got a player option for next year. The thinking is,
look at this. I mean, how do you not have anybody back? That's just a lack of focus, and that's what worries me about this Hawk team, is the inconsistencies.
That's what worries Mike Woodson, too.
I would imagine. Yep. I mean, this is a game. You're up 24 points, you said at one point. You got to put the hammer down. Get this done. They were owning the paint. Now we're getting away from all post-ups. It's one-on-one isolation, and Zaza Pachulia having to put the ball on the floor to make a play. I don't like my odds.
Although he does draw the foul on Salmonson, we'll shoot a couple.